Hey, this is Ronnie Gaboom, and this is a Factions tutorial on how to create a secure base. And you got away from me.
Don't play. Don't play. Don't play.
Let's make a secure base. It doesn't matter what you make your base out of. I can make it out of dirt and it would be just as secure as if I made it out of obsidian. But there are some tricks that I'd like to show you about making your base. Now, if I make a wall and a perimeter around the outside of my base, and you can tell exactly where your base corners are of your claimed land by typing /f space SC. And then if you hold still for a moment, glass and glowstone will pop up in corners around the chunk that you're currently standing in. So I already have this little plot marked out, and I put down a nice little stone brick floor, so I know where the corners are. But I just did /fsc to show you the command. It's very useful when you're trying to build on your faction land. So let's say I want to build these walls, and I could build these walls as high as I like, and I could even encase them in a roof. But unfortunately, using Craftbook on this server, that is still not the most secure base. And I'll teach you a little trick about it. So for example, if I go to somebody else's faction, I'm in Wilderness right now, but I'll keep walking until I find somebody's faction. I think there's somebody's, oh, here. Now I'm in the boss's land. Now, I'm not an ally to the boss, and it's indicated because this is yellow writing. If I were an ally, it'd be pink writing, and if I were an enemy, it would be red writing. If I'm in the faction, it's green writing. Now, if I wanted to try to break blocks in their land, it says the boss does not allow you to edit the terrain. That's because they have claimed this land, and I do not have permission to use their land. In order for me to get permission, I would have to truce or ally them, and even then it would depend on the permissions that they set for their land. I'll tell you about permissions in a later video. So we have this little hut, and we could protect it with, let's say, a nice little wooden door. I'll light it up with some torches, and because I'm a donor, I have this little nifty command called /workbench, which gives me a crafting table. You're going to have to make your own crafting table, but that's no big deal. It's a nice little perk, but it doesn't really, the donor perks on this server don't give you that much of an advantage. It gives you some nice little perks, but nothing really that's going to put you over the edge in terms of PvP. So I'll make a little chest, and then I'll make a little door. Now I have a door, and I'll secure my base. It looks pretty secure, right? If another person was my enemy, or was neutral and not my ally, and I can choose who my allies are, I have to type in the command in order to accept their ally invitation. So I don't have to worry about people /commanding and allying me and then sneaking into my base and then enemying me when they're in and killing me, unless I choose to do that. And trust me, don't just ally anyone right off the bat. Make sure you're very choosy about who you choose to be your friends. Sorry, that said, if someone tries to break blocks on my land, they'll get the same message that I received over at Bosses. It'll say, I does not allow you to edit terrain. Same thing if you try to open the door. It'll say, I does not allow you to edit terrain. On the other hand, there is a way to get past doors, and that is by using zombies. So wooden doors are not an effective mechanism of keeping people out of your base. Also, lots of people like to use invisibility potions, and wooden doors stay open for pretty long. So if I open that wooden door and close it behind me, I might think I'm safe, but there might be somebody invisible in the corner waiting to nab me. And that would be pretty dangerous, especially since you'd have to set a slash spawn anywhere, and if I thought this was safe, I might set it here. Turns out, it might not be as safe as I thought. Now, let's say I put an iron door, or let's say I didn't put a door at all, which is actually a really safe route to go. So, let's say every time I wanted to get in my base, I would just break blocks, quickly put them behind me, and then stab around to make sure there is nobody invis in here. Thanks for watching. Click in the corner of your screen to watch the next installment of How to Secure a Base. Please give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and feel free to leave a comment if you have a question or suggestion. Thanks! Oops, I forgot to enemy him. I'll just type it in there and... There we go.
Don't play. Don't play. Don't play. Don't play.